Good morning. In this video, we'll talk about how to start a new hobby, because there is a lot of evidence that learning something with pleasure, a new hobby as you call joining a club, decreases your stress level and brings out your creativity. You make new friends, and overall it's a happy feeling. So candle making is something that I am trying to learn. I love candles, particularly me and my daughter. We are very fond of smellies. These are all the 15 essential. It's a gift set. It's called Diary of Essential Oil, 5 ml in each, 15 ml, and they have put Monday to Sunday, and they have given a choice of some. So these are all the stuff and the dropper, and I got it from Amazon. And then you buy the wicks. Now, when we were kids, there was no wax candles. It was like oil, and the wick was a cotton wool thread. You have to roll the thread by hand, and then came the wax, which is kind of more expensive, and now it is glass. Last year I decided to recycle as much as I can, and I see that big candles, a lot of wastage. Most of the wax at the end, nobody uses it. So I'm trying to melt it in boiling water or microwave and pour it in a little one. And these are the base piece, which will keep that thing upright. As you can see, that's the metal piece. And these are the wicks. Okay, so I will try to make one today by melting it and pouring it after putting a wick. Of course, because it is a small candle and this is tall, I will probably use each wick to make 2 candles. You also need some colors, although colors is not essential, but we love colors. So many colors. Vivgeo, the spectrum. Color also has got an effect on our mood and brain. Some colors, like interestingly, there was a experiment in which patients were given something to sleep, and they said that if that pill is blue colored, same molecule, same medicine, but if it's blue color, they feel better rather than red color. Whereas red color, if you say this will give you energy, and then the red color. So colors have got different effect on our mood. Forest therapy, green therapy. So we will buy some color suitable for the wax, which I haven't got yet, but I am going to innovate because I've got some food coloring. Here you go. These are the food colors I'm planning to use, but I'll go on Amazon and find some color for that will mix easily with wax. So all you need is an old container, some little bit of leftover wax. The only problem is that you cannot color it because it's already colored. So if you are starting from scratch, best to buy some colorless wax, colors, wicks. Now I like these wicks because, can you hear the sound? I like this. So when I'm studying, then if it is next to me, I feel relaxed. This is a lavender and chamomile. There is different aromatherapy, different smell. Some calms you, some energizes you, some decreases the stress level. So there's a lot of science behind it. It's very little studied science, but go with your feeling. If, like lemon, the smell of it just makes me refreshed, as if I've just taken a shower. Whereas this kind of makes me a bit focused. But another person with lavender, you may fall asleep. It all depends. So I would not use the non-wooden wick. I will just use this one, and I can send you the link that I used to buy this from Amazon, and this as well, so that you can you don't have to search. And these are not very expensive, but as I said, taking up a new hobby might be the start of a new journey. Who knows, it may be your career next. You can make a start. Let me switch on the light. to show you this in a bit more detail. So it has got lavender, sweet orange, and chamomile. That's Monday, charge up. Whereas sweet dreams are again lavender, yang, rose, and chamomile. Relax is lemongrass, lavender, sweet orange. Shield boost is eucalyptus, tea tree, rosemary, cinnamon, lemon, sweet orange, lavender, peppermint, sandalwood, cinnamon. So it's kind of rosemary as well. So these are the one. Okay, so the common theme is lavender. Cinnamon is the one my daughter wants to try today. Some also put a drop of this using the dropper on the pillow before you go to bed, and that might evoke a certain mood in your brain, because olfactory nerve is the first cranial nerve and the shortest cranial nerve. And you probably have all heard about loss of smell during COVID epidemic. Smell is very primitive. Even before the vision came many millions years ago, smell came before the vision, and olfactory memories is very strong. Like you can still probably remember the smell of your grandmother's sari. I grew up in India, so that's a smell of the soil when the rain drops on a hot road. All these are very deeply ingrained. So study smell, nose. I love to cook, so for me, nose is very important, and it is also important to have a very good nasal hygiene, like sinus infection, particularly if someone lives in a polluted environment, and worse if you're smoking or you live with a passive smoker or a colleague who smokes, is not good. And a lot of infection happens in the nose sinus area. So loss of smell and not to be able to differentiate between the smells is an indication that you need to work on your sinuses. And on another video, I will share some tips like how to improve your sense of smell and how to be more mindful of the smell. Now, talking about smell, obviously there are bad smell, and I'm a gastroenterologist. I do endoscopy. I advise about bowels and IBS and all that stuff. So we live in a very smelly world. As a result, I will always carry this in my left jacket pocket or with me in the bag whenever I'm doing endoscopy. Okay, this is kind of more camouflaging the bad smell of fart and stuff. But this is not about only smell. It is also about the light of the candle and this flickering. I'm going to go now. So think about this new hobby of yours. If you want to take it up, it's really gratifying. That's all I can say.